Stop!
Rose?
Spencer never remarried. Took the comfort of a widow and made another boy.
The 1923 Season 2 finale was insane. We had shocking deaths, emotional goodbyes, and so much heartbreak it almost felt cruel. But even after all of that, the biggest mystery still remains: who is John III's father? Or more importantly, who's his grandfather? Because that's where the timeline starts to get seriously confusing. In this video, I want to talk about 1944, which is shaping up to be the third season of 1923, and it might just be the key to fixing the Dutton family tree once and for all. Let's start with what we already know from the 1923 finale. Thanks to Elsa's beautiful narration, we find out that Spencer Dutton lived until 1969. And get this, he passed away on his wife's grave. Classic Taylor Sheridan. He can't live without drama, right? He just loves breaking our hearts. But more importantly, we learn that Spencer has another son, and this time, not with Alex. That one line opens up a whole world of new theories, and fans have been running wild with them ever since. One of the biggest theories out there is that the mysterious widow Spencer ends up with is Elizabeth. Yes, Jack's Elizabeth. I mean, sure, Elizabeth is now a grieving mother and a widow herself, and she can somehow find comfort in Spencer. But I don't know, that just doesn't sit right with me. Spencer would never do that to Jack. Even though I can see how life might push two grieving people together, I can't see those two falling in love. Not in a Sheridan prequel where love is treated like this sacred, eternal bond. Plus, Elizabeth was head over heels for Jack. That kind of love doesn't fade overnight. But I want to hear your take on it. Do you think Spencer and Elizabeth could actually end up together? Or is that just fans reaching for something that doesn't add up? Another theory that actually makes more sense to me involves Tiana. After everything she's gone through, losing Pete, escaping brutal trauma, there's a strong chance she ends up in Montana. I mean, we know her storyline is meant to connect with the main Dutton arc at some point, right? So what if she crosses paths with Spencer? Both are broken in different ways. Both have lost people they loved. And maybe they healed together. It would be such a powerful message, two survivors building something new. And if Tiana and Spencer did end up together, maybe that's the widow Elsa was talking about. What's your theory? Tiana? Elizabeth? Or maybe someone we haven't even met yet? Now, the big question is, could this mysterious son of Spencer's be the missing link, the person who connects Spencer to John III? On paper, it's tempting to say yes. But when you start doing the math, it just doesn't add up. Spencer is second generation. His children would be third generation. John III is fifth generation. So Spencer's child would have to become a parent at, what, 15, 16? And then their kid would have to do the same? It's technically possible, but it feels kind of sloppy, don't you think? It doesn't feel like a satisfying or intentional story arc. It feels like forcing puzzle pieces that don't fit. On the other hand, Jack and Elizabeth? That fits perfectly. Jack is third generation. If he and Elizabeth had a son, that son would be the fourth. And his son, John III, would be fifth. That's a clean line. It works. It makes sense. And honestly, I want to believe this is exactly what Taylor Sheridan is building toward. So here's what I think could happen. Elizabeth, after everything, ends up raising her child away from the ranch for a while. Maybe she will remarry. Maybe her new husband wants nothing to do with Jack's child. This is the early 1900s after all. Things were different back then. So maybe Elizabeth has no choice but to send her son back to the Dutton Ranch. Or maybe he comes back on his own. Either way, he finds his way home, and he becomes the father of Kevin Costner's John. That's the only explanation that really makes sense in terms of timeline and legacy. And if 1944 really is about Spencer and this next era of Duttons, we could see that story unfold. We could see Elizabeth return, we could meet her son, and maybe we'll watch as the Dutton Ranch starts to look more and more like the version we see in Yellowstone, with stronger generational ties, a clearer family line, and even more emotional baggage. And don't forget, Kara and Jacob probably won't be around anymore by 1944. Their story may come to a close, and Spencer might be one of the last remaining links to the original Dutton generation. That alone is going to be emotional to watch. But it also gives Spencer room to become a true patriarch, maybe even helping guide Jack's son or watching over the ranch in their absence. There's so much potential there. At the end of the day, 1944 might just be the season that fixes the biggest plot hole in the Dutton family tree, but it also might bring us more heartbreak, more beautiful landscapes, and more of the powerful, character-driven storytelling we've come to expect from the Yellowstone universe. Do you think Spencer's new son could still fit into the family tree somehow? Or is Jack and Elizabeth's child the missing link we've been waiting for? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear your thoughts. And if you're just as obsessed with the Dutton universe as I am, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more breakdowns, theories, and everything Taylor Sheridan throws our way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.